You seem lost, little human. It takes a brave soul to approach my table, or a foolish one. Which one are you? A hopeful one. It's rare to find hope in these lands nowadays. Is that drink for me? Aren't you an ambitious little thing? I'm not used to accepting drinks from strangers. You take a sip of that generous tankard of ale before you slide it over here. Call it a precaution we well-seasoned warriors take. Not poisoned, then? Very well. Take a seat. I think I would enjoy some company tonight. So what brings you way out here to this dingy tavern in the middle of nowhere? Oh, you did some work for the druids. I assume then you're heading back to the capital to report. Thought so. I hope they pay you well for coming out here, where it rains every day and everything stinks of mud, blood, and moss. I love it though. Yeah, I'm originally from around here. Haven't been back in years though. Had to take care of a lot of shit before I came back. But you ask a lot of questions, little human. And I've been around long enough to be suspicious of anyone who asks too many questions. What exactly do you want? Keep in mind if you plan on doing anything stupid, like slipping those hands of yours into my coin purse, I'd advise you think again. I tend to be unmerciful towards those who try to get too ambitious for their own good. Speak truthfully. What makes a little human like you approach a fearsome orc warrior with a drink in hand and a charming smile on your lips? I look interesting. Oh, I've been called many things, little human. Terrifying, intimidating, a stone-cold badass. But interesting. That's the first time I've been called that. I suppose that shows you have good taste in company. And good taste in drink. Ah, fuck. Nothing compares to a tankard of dwarven ale, especially around these dark corners of the world. Alright, little human. You've done well so far. I'm willing to repay you with some conversation. What would you like to know? My name and where I'm heading to. I assume you saw the tents outside? Yeah, they're with me. My warriors prefer to sleep outdoors, but I appreciate a few of the finer things in life, like a good drink and a good bed before a battle. I made sure to buy some casks of ale for them, to keep them in good spirits. And I'm headed north, to the orc camp that's been causing trouble and ransacking towns. My brother's the leader, and he foolishly tried to cast me out of my warband. But he won't be laughing for long once I chop his stupid fucking head off. As for my name, you can call me Glasha the Greenfire. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too. Yeah, you might have heard the songs of the orc warrior who lights her battle axe with green fire when she charges into battle, with the full ferocity and power of my orc blood, but the eloquence of an experienced spellcaster. Yeah, that's me. The living legend herself. I assume I live up to your expectations. And then some. Well, aren't you the charmer? Nice to know that you have an appreciation for powerful women. Come closer, human. Let me get a better look at you. I could tell you were attractive even across the tavern, but seeing the soft colour in your cheeks, the candlelight dancing in your eyes, you are even more alluring than I first thought. I could tell from the look in your eye when you walked over to my table that you had certain aspirations as to how this evening would go. So, this might just be your lucky night. You know what else I like to do before a battle? To ease some tension and clear my mind. Going by that smile on your face, you know exactly what I mean, little human. Come, sit beside me on the bench. My, I really am much taller than you, aren't I? Let me hold your chin in my hand. You seem to struggle to meet my gaze. Are you intimidated by me? Come now, be honest. A little, But I can tell by the heat rising in your adorable face as I move my thumb over your bottom lip. Your eyes glazing over with the hunger to taste the unknown. Oh, you sweet, doe-eyed thing. What makes you think you're the first to approach me with the desire to be dominated by a woman who can break you into 1,000 trembling pieces and take her time easing you back together? So, little human, have you ever been kissed by a woman with tusks? No? Well, would you like to? Good, little human. Now, close your eyes and relax. What? Did you expect me to kiss you on the mouth? No. Your neck is a much more delicious place to start. Feel my tusks moving across your soft, soft skin. And the scent of the forest lingering in your hair is wonderful. My whole hand can wrap around your neck, little human, and I can feel your heart thundering along your throat. Do you want to stop? Or are you alright to take the next step? Go on, speak up. That's what I like to hear. And I think that deserves a kiss. On the lips this time. that's wonderful. It's been far too long since I enjoyed the company of another, and I have to say, you are quite the skilled kisser. But I'm curious to see what else that charming mouth of yours is capable of. What say you, little human? Interested in spending the night with an orc who could crush your skull between her thighs like a melon? I think that adorably flustered face and giddy grin speaks for itself. My room is number 5, at the end of the upstairs hall. Here's the key to my room. You go up and make yourself comfortable, and make sure that you're okay with this. Oh, and if this is some kind of ploy to rob me, it'll be the biggest mistake of your life. It's only fair to warn you that when my heart starts racing, things can get rough. You like it rough. Well then, little human, you're in for the ride of your life. Now get that cute ass of yours upstairs. I'll just finish my drink and be with you in a minute. See you soon. You're still here. Is it strange that I'm surprised that you are? I've had lovers in the past who talk big game in the bar downstairs, but when it's just the two of us behind closed doors, they either chicken out when they realize how much bigger I am than them, or have ulterior motives and just wanted to get me alone to stick a knife in my back. But given that you're just standing there in those leather pants and a loose shirt, I'm starting to think that all those pretty words downstairs weren't just talk. That's it. Feel my hands cupping your face, my thumbs caressing the soft squish of your cheeks. You really are an adorable little human, aren't you? Now, just to make sure that both of us have a good time, I need a word. A word that you can say if you're in pain or if you're at your limit. A secret word that we can both share for tonight. Evergreen. Very well. Evergreen it is. So you said you like it rough, little human. Lucky for you, I like to live and love rougher than most. Does it scare you, being pinned against a wall like this, as my powerful hands move slowly down your arms? No? You don't even flinch as I pin them above your head. Do you like being handled like a little doll, feeling small and helpless in my hands, both your wrists held fast in one of mine as I wrap my other around your jaw? No, this doesn't frighten you, does it? That's good. I don't want to scare you. I want you to enjoy this just as much as I will. So part those lips and let me kiss you properly. That's it. Arch that neck back. I want to leave my mark on you. Such a needy little thing, aren't you? From the way your hips are pressing into mine so desperately, I'm starting to think you're ready for more. Oh, you are? Well then, say please. If you beg, like a good little human, then I'll give you what you want. Good human. Now close your eyes, relax, and let the big bad orc give you a night you'll never forget. After returning to the capital, you cannot stop thinking about your passionate encounter with Glasha the Greenfire. With hope in your heart, you head to the northern wilds, hoping to cross paths with your lover once again.
What do you want, human? Outsiders aren't welcome in our camp, so you'd better piss off before I decide to use you for target practice while you flee. Glasha the Greenfire is our leader, yes. How do you know her? You're an old friend. Oh, yeah. I think I remember you. You walked past our camp when you left that tavern, right? As I recall, you looked a little roughed up. Knew it. So what do you want with our Warchief? You want to see her? She shouldn't be disturbed. Come back in a week. So, she told you about her plans? Yeah, she faced off against that bastard. Battle took a lot out of her. We've secured the camp, but she needs to gather her strength. You're a healer. Maybe we could use you after all. You two, watch the gates. Follow me, human. Now you say you're a healer. Then let's see how good you are. If you fail, it will be your head on a spike, right beside that pathetic excuse for an orc that was burned by the Greenfire. Warchief Greenfire?
What is it, Vrothu? This had better be good.
I've brought a healer. They also claim to be a friend of yours.
Oh, really? Well, if it isn't my good little human. Vrothu, you can leave us. Make sure that we are not disturbed. Understood?
Of course. I've already told them if they fail you, they won't leave this camp alive.
Oh, they know they won't get away that easy. Now go. Don't you worry. I won't let them hurt you. They wouldn't dare lay a hand on one of my lovers. They know they'd lose that hand in the blink of an eye. Just give me a moment to sit up. Oh, maybe not. Fuck. There's a wooden stool beside the bed. Oh, I wish I could offer you a more comfortable seat. Oh, it really is you. Well, what are you waiting for? Come here and kiss me. Don't worry, I'm not contagious. You really are a sight for sore eyes, little human. I was starting to think that I'd scared you off for good. Normally, I'd hate to be proven wrong, but for you, I'll make an exception. Don't worry yourself, Fuck. I can't lie to you. I'm not doing so great, little human. I'd underestimated my brother's cunning. I still managed to cut his fucking head off, and had a lot of fun doing it, but he still managed to get a few lucky hits, with a poisoned blade, no less. This isn't the first time I've been knocked on my ass, but I'm starting to get a little worried. Don't worry, it's only been a few days. The wounds are getting worse. There's a basin with some water and a rag on the chest beside you. Could you bring it closer? Oh, thank you. It helps to cool the fever. Sure, you can look at the wounds, though I hope you have a strong stomach. The two biggest ones are across my ribs, yeah, and another across my thigh. I told you it wasn't pretty. The scars they leave behind are gonna look awesome. I don't know what poison he used, and he's not exactly in a talking mood. Our shaman doesn't know either, so we've agreed that my fiery badass blood is strong enough to power through this. So we're just waiting it out, even though it feels like shards of ice running under my skin. What's that smile for? You recognize this poison from your time with the druids. Can it be cured? Not saying that I'm not strong enough to wait for it to run its course, but I've barely had any rest in days, and a little bit of magic will go a long way. You have no idea how relieved I am to hear that. What do you need? Actually, screw that. You see that mossy chest in the corner of the tent? That's where our shaman keeps all their potions, herbs, and other things. Use whatever you need to help get this shit out of me. So what's your plan? Make a poultice and use magic to draw the poison out? I'll take your word for it. It goes without saying that if you're playing the long con on me and plan on killing me, you won't leave this camp alive. I'm sorry. I should be more trusting of you. But to be fair, many of my lovers have had ulterior motives, and we've only known each other for one night. It was a fucking fantastic night, but you understand why I need to be cautious, right? Thanks, little human. So, what do you need me to do? Sit up and lift my shirt? Well, since you asked so nicely. Oh, I missed that adorable blushing face. Come now, you've seen me in far less. Why are you getting so flustered? You missed me. Well, it's good to know that I left an impression. Tell me, after we parted ways, did you think about that night a lot? Thinking about my hands, my mouth, my tusks, my fingers pressing deep into your thighs, on those lonely nights when your blood gets hot and your hands start wandering. All right, I'll cut it out. I guess you need to focus on more important stuff anyway. What are you doing now? You gonna spread the poultice and use your magic? Are you alright touching something that... gross. Yeah, I'll be fine. It'll feel like a swarm of wasps on my skin, but I can take it. Fuck! No, it's fine. Keep going. Just hurry. Is it over? Oh, thank the gods. How long will it be until the last of this poison is gone? A few nights? Well, already it's starting to feel better. I might even be able to get a full night's sleep. So, after saving my life and putting me through all this pain and suffering, which feels almost like revenge for reducing you to a mess of incoherent babbling in our last encounter, what would you ask of me in return? To let you buy me another drink? Well, sounds like a deal to me. Come closer. Let me cup your face in my hand. Your face is so warm, and your smile is just perfect. I'm really glad you chased after me, my little human. If I'm about to die, at least my favorite lover is here beside me. Ow! Fine, I'm not gonna die. Don't get so worried. You know I'm made of stronger stuff. It'll take more than a dumbass with a poisoned blade to bring down Glasha the Greenfire. But I think I'll heal even faster if you give me another kiss. Good little human. Damn, I missed you. And that charming mouth of yours. Yeah. I should get some rest. But can I ask you one more favor? Could you stay here, beside me, in case I need more healing from those magic hands of yours? I'm just gonna close my eyes for a bit. If you need anything at all, just ask, and I'll order the guards to get it for you. If you get sleepy at all, feel free to climb up here and join me. There's enough of these pelts and pillows for the both of us. Thank you, my little human. And just to warn you, I'm not gonna let you leave my side until I can thank you properly for saving my life. You're not going anywhere. That's what I like to hear. Good morning, little human. What am I doing? Well, I was just enjoying the sight of you lying here beside me, taking my time admiring all these beautiful love bites along your neck. But I do want to thank you for staying by my side this past week. The fevers haven't been fun, and having you near to ease me through them has been wonderful. And I think we've both enjoyed seeing my strength return. I need to head out for the day and make my rounds of the camp, but could you change my bandages for me while I dress? Say please. Careful, little human. You're starting to get dangerously feisty. And do you really want me to put you back in your place? Oh no, you've gotten all tongue-tied. Very well. Little human, will you please assist me with changing my bandages? Thank you. I agree. I should be fine. The wound is almost completely healed, and that scar is already looking pretty fucking cool. But speaking of scars, could you take a look at this one? Oh, can't see it. It's right here, on my lip. Let me just bend down and cup your blushing face in my hand. You need to get really close to see it. Oh, just a little more. Gotcha. Ow! Fine, I'll go. Take your time getting dressed and help yourself to some dried meats, cheeses and fruits from the platter over there. I would stay and enjoy the view of you looking so adorably disheveled. But I need to make sure that my warriors haven't beat each other to a pulp. My clan all have their tasks to do in the morning, but I would still stay close to my tent if I were you. Why? Some of my warriors see you as an easy target, and I think some of them are a little sore that a human helped heal me when they couldn't. Just stay away from the tents on the other side of the camp. That's where our shaman is, and you should be fine. Understood? Good. I'll see you later, little human.
So you're the human everyone's talking about. I guess we should be thanking you for saving our Warchief, but I don't see anything special about a pathetic, snivelling little thing like you. Oh, you look like a scared little rabbit, eyes wide as you try to back away. What's wrong? Scared of the big bad orc? My whole hand wraps around your arm like a twig. I wonder how little it'll take for me to snap it in two. But seeing you squirm in my hand, and looking at all those pretty purple bites on your neck, I might be starting to see what our Warchief likes about you. In our clan, we all get our equal share of food and treasure, but maybe she should be willing to share her little human too.
And what's going on here?
Shit. Nothing's happening here, Warchief Greenfire. The human got lost. I was just helping him out.
Oh, really? If I were you, Carax, I'd take your hand off them. Or this little human might fireball you right on the spot. And while we would all find it very funny to see you die so stupidly, I think you'd rather go out with honor, not as a burnt smear of shit across the grass. Whatever. Put your hand on them again, and I'll rip your fingers off one by one and feed them to the wolves. The human is mine, and mine alone. Got it?
Yeah. Got it.
You alright, little human? Good. And I know you don't know that spell, but she didn't. That was Carax, one of my best archers, but she has a thorn in her side when it comes to humans. Is your arm okay? Good. Otherwise I'd beat her smug face to a pulp for putting her hands on you. But I came to find you. We're running low on meat to dry out for rations, so someone needs to go hunting. There's a stream not far from here, so some deer or boar might be grazing nearby, and I've been dying to stretch my legs and get away from that fucking bed. Want to come for a little adventure with me? Don't worry, it'll just be the two of us. And this absolutely isn't a very clever scheme to get you alone with me again. Well, come along then, human. No time to waste. Shit. This may have been a mistake. We weren't expecting rain until later tonight. And here comes the downpour. Come, let's find some shelter before we're soaked to the bone. Here, sit with me on these rocks against this oak tree. It looks like it's just raining for now, and there's no lightning yet, so let's try to wait it out, shall we? And maybe snack on some of those blackberries you found while we keep watch for any passing prey to hunt. Hmm? You seem distracted. Is everything all right, little human? Oh, I know that expression. Those wide pupils and soft heat rising in your face. What are you looking at? Ah, I see that the rain has made my clothes somewhat tight and transparent against my skin. This shirt does show off my muscles quite a bit, doesn't it? As well as my other curves. Oh, and your clothes have done the same. Clinging to that lovely body of yours. Poor little thing. You might catch a cold. Come, sit on my lap, facing me. I can't have my little human getting sick. Not when you've taken such good care of me. We'll keep each other warm while we wait out the rain. There we go. Such an obedient little human. You're so good at following orders and telling me what you like. Can I rest my hands on your hips? Thank you. Lie against me so I can rest my chin on the top of your head. Good human. Hey, give me one of those blackberries. Thank you. Now, part your lips for me and hold that berry in place. Good little human. Did you like that? I thought you would. And you have just a little bit of berry juice on your bottom lip. Let me wipe that away with my thumb. Taking my thumb into your mouth. My, you seem to be hungrier than I thought, my little human. Speak your mind. You look like you want to say something. Ah, yes. That outburst back at the camp. I hope that Carax didn't scare you too much. It's not that. Then what is it? Oh. Yes. I suppose I did call you mine, didn't I hope that wasn't too much. We orcs are often seen as possessive brutes, and I hope calling you that... You enjoyed it. Is that so? Well then, my little human, will you be good for me and lift your chin so I can see your neck and all those pretty love bites as I press my fingers harder into your hips, just the way you like it. These marks are almost the same color as the blackberry juice staining your lips. Isn't that cute?
I should make more obvious marks. So that the entire camp knows who you belong to. Oh, I love that little whimper you just made. I wonder if you can make even more lovely sounds for me. As I slowly press my fingers into your soft skin and taste the rainwater trickling down your neck. That's my good little human. I think you deserve a treat. Oh, look, another blackberry. What am I doing? I'm waiting for you to take your treat. Come on. I'm holding it in my lips for a reason. There we go. They're so sweet, aren't they? Just like you. Now come here. The rain shows no signs of stopping, and I don't intend to stop until I've thoroughly left my mark on you. You are mine, and I don't ever want you to leave my arms, my sweet, soft, delicious little human. Who dares harm my... human. Hey, wake up. Wake up. You're having a bad dream. Come on, human, wake up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it worse. Was I too rough, shaking you? It's okay. You're okay. You're just a little jumpy, and no, don't apologize for flinching. I was too aggressive, I'm sorry. Just try to breathe. Steady yourself as best you can. Tell me what you need, my little human. You want to be held? I can do that. Come here. Move with me. I'll lean back against the headboard, and you just curl up in my arms, okay? And here's the blankets and fur pelts. Just let me get them around you. There we go. Are you crying? Oh, little human, come here. Hey. What have I told you about apologizing? You're all right. You're awake, and nothing can hurt you. I'm right here. And nothing's going to lay a finger on my precious little human. I don't care if they're another orc, a dragon, or a weird wizard doing weird mind magic crap. I'll keep you safe from all of them.
Okay, fine. I can't do anything about bad dreams when they happen, but I can help pull you out of them and be there to help you through the shakes afterwards. Though, next time I'll try to be a little gentler when waking you. I promise. I want you to feel safe when you're with me, and know that even when things look scary, I'll still be here to make all the nightmares go away. I'm supposed to be a big scary orc, remember? How are you feeling, little human? You're still shaking. If you like, I can massage your shoulders for a bit. You always do that for me after a long day of putting my soldiers in their place. And as you know, I'm very good with my hands. Sound good? Good. Move forward a little and make yourself comfy sitting between my legs. You can rest your hands in your lap or on my legs if you want to hold on to something. There we go. Now, lean forward and just let yourself go limp. You don't have to close your eyes until you're ready, but try to relax and keep your breathing nice and even. I'm going to put my hand on your shoulders, okay? And I'll put my other hand on your forehead so you don't fall too far forwards. Good little human. You seem to like it when I give you orders. Does it help you focus? Or do you just like being praised when you do what I say? I'll take that little shiver as a yes. But now's not the time for things to get too hot and heavy. Let's just make sure you're nice and relaxed so you can go back to sleep without fear. It's okay. I'm starting to think I need to do this with you more often. Your shoulders are so stiff, it's like massaging a rock. I'm going to move my hand to the back of your neck and then down your spine. Just keep breathing steadily and focus on the feeling of my touch. Stay focused on this moment, and the nightmares will melt away. You may be human, but you're far from breakable. How are you feeling? Is this helping? Good. What was that? The sound of my breathing is comforting. All right. How about you lean back in my arms and we try that? Good. I missed wrapping my arms around you and holding your body against me. Here, lean back against my chest. Give me your hand. I just wanted to check your hands had stopped shaking and plant some kisses along your knuckles while I'm here.
You're still trembling a little, but that's okay. I'm not going anywhere, and we can take all the time you need. Yeah, my heart is racing a little. When you were tossing and turning, I thought that someone had snuck into our tent and was trying to hurt you. So I drew my sword and summoned my fire, and my heart always races when I tap into my magic. Or when I think about you. There's that wonderful smile that I love so much. Did you want to talk about it? The nightmare you had? It's okay if you don't want to. Oh, you do? All right then. Tell me, what did you see that caused you such fear? I was fighting a horde of enemies and I fell in battle. Like that would ever happen. Sorry, I'm listening. Keep going. What happened next? Oh. I was protecting you from the horde and I fell, and you tried to heal me, but you couldn't. Oh, my sweet little human, come here. Hush, it's okay. It's nice to hear that you dream of me, but that is something you should never have to see, even in your dreams. Being the Warchief of the most fearsome warriors in the land has plenty of risks, but even when I was on the brink of death, you saved me. You, my precious little human. You saved me when all others couldn't, and that is a debt that I don't think I'll ever be able to repay. Hey. Don't turn away. Let me cup your face in my hands. I love it when you nuzzle your face into my palm, but you're still not looking at me. Come now, meet my gaze. I want you to listen to me. That's an order. There we go. You will never need to worry about me. I may get the shit kicked out of me again and again, may even break some bones or get some badass new scars, but we orcs are made of strong stuff, and nothing can stop Glasha the Greenfire from burning bright. And oh, my little human, how you make me burn. As you know, I've taken many lovers in my time, and none of them have stoked the flames of my heart quite like you. And if you think that an entire horde of enemies will bring me down, when I have your love keeping me strong, then you are sorely mistaken.
I'd even punch death in his stupid bony face if he ever tried to slay me or steal you away. There we go. Another of those perfect smiles from my precious little human that I enjoy kissing very, very much. And here are two very sleepy eyes that are starting to close. And here is a forehead with a clever, charming brain lurking somewhere in there. Are you feeling better, my little human? That's good. Feeling nice and sleepy again. Me too. Now, do you want to sleep lying across my chest, or with your back to my chest? Back to chest? Sounds perfect. It lets me hold you nice and close to me, and you get to feel all safe and snug with my arms tightly wrapped around you. There we go. All nice and snug. You can hear my breathing and my heartbeat. So if you wake up again later tonight, you can feel right away that I'm still here beside you. And I promise I won't let my hands wander. You need your rest. And we can save that fun for another night. Close your eyes, my little human. And if any more nightmares try to steal you away from me, I'll kick their ass. Sleep well, my little human. I've got you. Alright, the new weapons have been collected from the blacksmith and are on their way back to the camp. And we have the components the shamans wanted, as well as enough herbs in that sack to heal an army. Anything else I'm forgetting? No? Good. Need me to carry that for you? It looks heavy. You sure? Fine. Let's head back to the meeting point, shall we? It's been a while since we've been to town. Do you miss it? Being surrounded by all this noise? A little? Well, let's try to find an excuse to come back soon. Oh, I'm just thinking of making a slight change in plans, and I think you'll like what I have in mind.
Warchief Greenfire?
We picked up the last of the goods. Take care carrying them back to camp. There's some delicate bones in there, and the shamans will skin you alive if you break anything.
Sure thing, Chief. Shall we escort you two back?
Oh, no. You and the rest of the troop can get moving. My human and I will be spending one more night in town. If you need me for anything, send a falcon to the Black Hook Tavern. Understood?
Yes, Chief. We'll see you tomorrow. Watch your back. Oh, and, have fun.
So how about it, my little human? Care for a drink? Oh, I love that grin on your face. Come here. Now let's go have some fun. Ten pints down and more to go. How are you holding up, my little human? Your face is all red, and you have that dreamy smile I like so much. You good for another round? Yes. Barkeep, another 2 ales over here. Oh, it's nothing. I just love looking at that adorable face of yours. When we drink together, you get all flushed and giggly. And all I want is to smother your rosy cheeks in kisses. Oh, now you're even redder than before. Like a big, adorable strawberry I just want to gobble up. Get over here.
Hey, check out those two. Which two? The orc and the human over there swapping spit. She's built like a brick house. I bet I could take her. No, man, she looks like she'd snap your spine in two. Like she breaks the back of that little human plaything she's got.
My human, what's wrong? You look uneasy. Did I go too far? Have you had too much to drink? No, it's not nothing. What is it? Those 2 losers over there?
You think that pet of hers is all bruised up? Yeah, I'm surprised a pathetic little weakling like that is still walking.
Oh, hells no. No, human. It's not fine. No one gets away with talking about you like that. Oi, you two. Got something you want to say to my face?
Maybe. Or maybe you should sit your ass back down and quit while you're ahead, sweetheart.
Or maybe you two should get the fuck out of this tavern before I decide to drink my next 2 pints out of your skulls.
Can we keep the violence and death threats to a minimum, please? If you break anything, you're paying for it.
You heard the lady. Go back to your drinks. Yeah. Why don't you and that sniveling little human piss off? Fuck! You fucking...
Anyone else got something to say about me and my lover? Yeah, I thought not. Here, to take out the trash. And a bottle of wine too. Yes, ma'am. Our guards will see to them getting tossed out onto the streets. Here's your wine. Thank you. We'll be taking this to our room. And don't disturb us until morning. Understood? Come on, human. Let's get out of here. Here. You want some more wine? No. Suit yourself. Come sit next to me on the bed. I want to ask you something. Are you mad at me for knocking out those 2 lowlifes? Yeah, I was protecting you, but I could tell you were uncomfortable when all the eyes in the room turned on us. Figured it best we went back to our room early. I just wanted 1 night alone with you, but those 2 fucking... A hug. Even after I made a complete ass of myself. I I should have cracked their skulls open for what they said about you, about us, to make sure the rest of those gawkers downstairs never even think about talking shit. I'm sorry about ruining our night together. I just... Fine, I didn't ruin it. But maybe heading back to our room early has its perks. Get up. Straddle me so I can hold you properly. I need to feel you. Your face is as red as the wine. I really don't deserve such a sweet little human like you. You have so much patience and tenderness, and your smile lights up any room you're in. And I just can't get enough of pressing my lips to every last part of you. From your squishy cheeks to your wicked lips, to this oh so lovely neck, to these strong shoulders, to the softness of your chest, which I could just nuzzle into for hours. So comfy. To these wonderful hips of yours, which you know I just love to grab and squeeze and push around so I can get you on your back. Let me just get some more wine. Whoops. Guess that's the last of the wine. Now where were we? You're just so comfy, my little human. I could hold you like this for hours. Keep kissing all these hills and valleys of soft skin. All night long. But I might need a moment so I can save my energy for more spicy times with you, my love. So I'm just gonna close my eyes for a second, okay? I'm just gonna lie here on top of you so I can snuggle into your chest. The best pillow in this whole fucking tavern. bright. I'm just gonna keep eyes closed and go back to sleep. Oh, okay. That's not happening. What even happened last night? I remember drinking and passing out. Hurts to think. Is this what death feels like? Oh fuck, if I died from too much beer and not in glorious combat, my clan is gonna be so pissed at me. And my ancestors too. My father's ghost is gonna find me and kick my ass. No. It's too early to fight ghosts. Who's there? If you've come to put me out of my misery, don't even try. I may be hungover, but I can still kick your ass so hard that you'll... That feels nice. Combing your fingers through my hair. And a head massage. This is by far the strangest assassination attempt I've had so far. At one time my brother put a poisonous frog in my boot. Your cunning plan is to kill me with kindness. A sinister plot indeed. I'll still kick your ass, but I wanna see where this goes. Okay, I'm starting to think I actually am dead. Because this might be some sort of paradise. But you should stop doing that, or my lover will get upset. You are my lover. What? Oh, God. I'm so sorry. My brain just feels like it's full of fog and angry bees. I'm so embarrassed that I didn't recognize you. Everything is still so blurry, and it hurts to fully open my eyes. Even though all I want to do is look at your adorable face. You look like an absolute angel in the morning light. So can you blame me for thinking I died and gone to some higher plane? All I want to do is kiss you, but it feels like my insides are going to become my outsides. Could you please wiggle your fingers and do some kind of healing magic to get rid of this headache? Not yet. Oh, but why? What do I remember last night? Okay. I remember going to this tavern with you, and then the ale started flowing, and then those pathetic pricks started talking shit, so I shut them up. That explains why my knuckles are burning up. Yeah, those are bruises. Thank you for kissing them better, my little human. Now, could you please heal this headache? What else do I remember? Fine. So, after I made an ass of myself downstairs, we came up here for some fun, and then things got a little blurry. Oh, shit. I didn't hurt you, did I? I'd never forgive myself if I... Why are you laughing? I fell asleep on you? Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, my little human. I hope I didn't crush you. I know you love it when I get a little more dominant and use my strength on you, but I doubt you appreciated me passing out on top of you. Oh, fuck. Really am such an idiot. Hey, give me your hand. You kissed my bruised knuckles and they're feeling a whole lot better. So let me kiss yours, and I can hopefully start to heal any bruises on you, alright? Thank you. I'm so sorry for passing out last night. It seems you managed to wiggle your way out from beneath me, but this is far from the romantic break I was hoping for. Why are you thanking me? Thank you for protecting me. Oh, my little human. I will always protect you. Whether it's bandits, dragons, or small-minded shitheads, I'll always do my best to keep you safe. But I still feel bad for ending the night on such an awkward note. Will you let me make it up to you? Good little human. Firstly, could you please use those magic hands of yours to heal this headache? I think I remember everything from last night, so pretty please make the angry brain bees go away. Thank you. I feel so much better. So, let me do the same for you. I want you to just lie there and relax. You're probably still a bit sore from being trapped underneath me. I'll clean up the mess from last night and order some breakfast for us. Sound good? Perfect. You want to keep a piece of the bottle? Why? Oh, you sweet sentimental thing. Here you go. This is a nice large piece. It was a rather nice wine bottle, and that shard still has some of the label on it. A little reminder of this messy time together. But be careful, it's still very sharp. And I think that's all of the glass cleaned up. But still, be careful if you're walking around without your boots on. I'm going downstairs to get food organized and I'll be back in a bit. But first, come here. Thank you for healing my hangover. Are you craving anything in particular? Other than more kisses, of course. Ooh, sounds good. I'll be sure to order you some. Now lie back, doze for a bit, and I'll be back before you know it. Sorry, you just looked so delicious lying there. I couldn't help myself. Yeah, I asked for the food to be sent up to the room when it's ready. How are you feeling? I know you said that I didn't hurt you, but I was going to offer to give you a shoulder massage in case you were feeling sore. How does that sound? Good. Now sit up and scoot forwards a bit so I can slip in here behind you. Just lean forward and let me work my magic. I haven't done this for you since you woke up from that nightmare all those weeks ago. And I want to do this for you more often, but you know how insane things get back at the camp. At the end of the day, we're both so tired, we barely have the energy to pamper each other like this. Delegate some responsibilities to a second in command. I'll think about it. I just worry about them either getting carried away, or they start to think about usurping me. You'll kick their ass if they even try. I'm lucky I've got such a brave little human protecting me. I love the way your scent catches in the hair along the back of your neck. And your shoulders are all nice and relaxed from the massage, so you can just melt away in my arms. Oh, that'll be our food. You stay there and wrap the sheets around you. I'll get the door.
Miss Greenfire? Your breakfast is here.
Wonderful. Just put the trays on the end of the bed.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry if I was interrupting you.
Nah, it's fine. We were just having a little heart-to-heart.
Very well. Is there anything else I can get for you two?
I think we're set for now. Here, for carrying all that food and drink up those stairs.
Thank you for the silver, Mum. Enjoy your breakfast.
Alrighty. Here's your tray, and here's mine. I got what you wanted, but also a bit of everything else. And there's some fresh orange juice in that jug over there, but we can order some tea if you prefer that. Apparently, these maple syrup and bacon pancakes are the house specialty, but let's see if they're worth it. Oh, they're absolutely worth it. What is it? What is it about salty sweet foods tasting even more incredible when you're easing off a hangover? That's the kind of magical shit that mages should be looking into, not debating on what kind of animal parts make the most potent components. Did you want to try some of my pancakes? You can lick the syrup off my fingers. Oh, I like that smile. Lean forward and part those lips for me. Ah. Oh, my. That tongue of yours is determined to get every last drop of syrup from my fingertips, isn't it? What was that, my little human? Oh, yes, we really have to go back to the camp. I know you've only been with us for a few months, but to liberate them from my bastard of a brother, I sacrificed a great deal. I fought and I bled for them. And while I do adore you, my little human, they need me too. I am their Warchief, and my warriors are smarter than the average orc, but they need a strong leader to turn to when their stubbornness gets the better of them and the fists start flying. But we can spare another hour or two. We'll take our time with breakfast, enjoying every last bite. Maybe also enjoying a taste of each other if you're up for it. And then we'll head back to camp. Does that sound agreeable to you? Perfect. Now eat up. We'll need our strength for the journey back. And also, for when I throw you on your back and show you just how much I love you, my little human. Just a little further. We're almost back at the camp. Our little break was fun while it lasted, but we need to do this again. I loved finally having some alone time with you, my little human. Yes, yes. Next time I'll do my best not to get into a bar fight. But you know I can't promise that. Ow! You wound me. Hopefully Vrothu and the others got the supplies back in one piece. Why aren't there any guards at the gate? Something isn't right. Stay close to me, little human. No guards? No one sparring or examining the new weapons? Or even just lazing about? Where is everyone? Camp is never this quiet. What is it? Did you see something? You heard something in the central tent? All right. Get behind me, my love. Let's see what the fuck is going on. My warriors, they're all here. You lot, why are you all just standing around like a field of daisies? Oi, I'm talking to you. What was that? A charm spell. This is wrong. What in the hells is going on here? Oh, Glasha. Still as dull as a wooden sword. Orcs never change, do they? Who the fuck said that? It's coming from the Warchief throne. Get out of my way. You fucking... You heard her. Step aside. Let her come to me. Who would be dumb enough to march into my camp, enchant my warriors, and sit on my throne? I must say, despite its primal appearance, this little chair is surprisingly comfy. The direwolf pelts are certainly a nice touch. Hello, Glasha. It's been a while, hasn't it? Oh, whatever is the matter? You look like you've seen a ghost. Oh, and who is that lovely human at your side? Hello, my dear. Oh, don't be so defensive, Glasha. It's almost as though you're unhappy to see me. And I know it's been quite some time, but you know how I feel about my servants keeping pets. Watch your tongue, or I'll tear it out myself. Why can't orcs ever come up with more interesting threats?
The moment I approach the camp, all they would shout is, "I'll chop you to pieces if you don't bugger off," or "Get lost or I'll shove that staff up your..." You get the idea. Oh, but I suppose that's my fault for having high expectations after all. Oh, but where are my manners? Glasha, care to introduce me? Or shall I do that myself?
You shut your smug mouth.
I suppose I must do this myself. I am Lady Aleniy Deltrice, of House Deltrice of the Kingdom of Strelakia. And what is your name, my dear? The silent type, Well, I suppose Glasha is loud enough for the both of you.
Why are you here?
You know why I'm here. Did you want to attempt to be civil and come quietly? Or are you going to put up a commotion like the rest of your brutish thugs?
Why ask stupid questions when you already know the answer?
I suppose you're right. I don't believe I've ever said that about you before. Now, Glasha, you know I never dismissed you from my service. Or rather, my father didn't. And even though he's sadly passed, you are still bound by the laws of Strelakia. And are still a servant under the ownership of House Deltrice.
I bend the knee to no one. Not anymore. Stay back, my little human.
Oh, we used to be so close, dear Glasha. You were more than just a servant. You were my bodyguard. You were my shadow. You were my friend. We were inseparable. Not just because your contract bound you, but because you enjoyed my company. Until you didn't. And you ran like a coward.
I'm not coming with you, Aleniy. And you are not leaving this tent alive.
Oh, Glasha the Greenfire. Who taught you all your magic tricks in the first place? There. Those chains should keep you in one place for now. And you, human, stay right there. And don't do anything stupid. Or I'll wiggle my fingers, and every orc in this tent will carve their pound of flesh from you.
Don't you dare touch them.
Shh. The humans are talking. That's what helped me find you, after all. Humans talking. I caught word as I was coming down the road of a female orc with magical forearm tattoos causing a ruckus in a tavern not far away. And I knew, after all these years, I had finally found you. It was simple enough to spot your encampment thanks to the pillars of smoke, and, luckily for me, you weren't here to defend it. I now see that you are likely off getting distracted by this little human. Speaking of which, what are you, my dear? A spellcaster of some sort?
Stay away from them.
Glasha, you know better than to interrupt me. Do it again, and this lovely soul here will pay the price. Understand? Good girl. Now you, answer me when I address you. What is your name? See? Wasn't that easier? Are you capable of magic? You've spent time with druids. Ah, a nature-based caster. I see. It's lovely to make your acquaintance, little mage. My, Glasha, you really do surround yourself with curious company. I wonder what other beauties you've got hidden around this camp. You see, Glasha, I have been trying to find you to take back what is mine. Which is you, in case it wasn't already painfully obvious. Look at me when I'm talking to you. That's better, Glasha. Still as fierce and lovely as I remember. And just as bad-tempered. All this time I've searched for you, all I thought about was simply killing you for abandoning your mistress. Or perhaps seeking out the Thieves' Guild to kidnap you and bring you to me. You know how I hate getting my hands dirty in these kinds of matters. But once I arrived here, and saw all these powerful warriors under your banner, the treasures you keep at your side, why not just take what I am rightfully owed? Because, according to your contract, you still belong to me, Glasha, along with every last object, place, or person that you claim is yours. What do you have to say to that? I had a feeling you'd do something stupid. You four, take this embarrassment to the holding cells. Ah, you foolish human. Standing between them and Glasha is only going to end in one way, with your charming orc lover being forced to watch as I break every bone in your body, before doing the same to her. So step aside. Don't do anything stupid, my little human. It's going to be okay. We'll figure a way out of this. No? Very well.
Don't you dare!
Guards, take Glasha away. There's a lesson to be learned here.
No!
Little mage, you have no idea just how cruel I can be. But Glasha does. And if you do not do as I say, I will bring pain upon her so intense it will make the gods weep. Now kneel before me, and let me take your face in my hands.
Don't you fucking dare! Little human, keep fighting against it. You can do this.
There's
Just
no use
focus,
resisting
okay?
me.
We'll get a way out of this, one way or another.
Succumb to my charms. That's a good little mage. Just let go of your mind. I'll do the thinking from here. Follow my commands, and all will be well.
Now what's exactly stopping you from showing me where it is? Oh, come now, sweet girl. I know you're a spoiled little thing used to bossing around your servants, but I didn't think you'd be that lazy.
Watch your tone.
You know who I am. Exactly. I know who you are. I know you better than you know yourself, but don't think you can try ordering me around without some truly twisted consequences. Ah, someone draws near, so I must depart. Until next time. Bitch. Is that you, little mage? Come in.
Come closer. Let me look at you. I see my charm spell is still working wonders, numbing out that little mind of yours. And I see you've prepared my dinner. You better have brought wine, too. Good. Where do you think you're going? I haven't dismissed you.
Stay.
Ooh. While this plate of fruits, salted meats, and cheese does look delicious, it's the prettiest flowers that hide the poison. Sit beside me. You're going to sample every last piece of food on this plate to make sure that neither you or any of those brutes have slipped free of my magic and placed a little extra seasoning onto my plate. Lucky you! You get to be my new poison taster. I was looking for a replacement anyway. Now raise that goblet to your lips and take a sip of wine for me. There we go. Good little mage. Now here's hoping you don't drop dead in the next few minutes. It'll be a shame if you do. I'm quite looking forward to getting to know you better. I've been on the road for quite some time looking for Glasha, and it's so nice to finally have some somewhat civilized company to talk to. This kingdom is a far cry from the grace and beauty of Strelakia, but I do like speaking to a fellow mage when I can. Do you feel the same? Curious. Normally with charm magic, those who are under my power just agree to everything I say. So eager to please me. But you said nothing. You didn't even nod your head or smile at me. You're a quiet one, aren't you? Perhaps your will is strong enough that it resists the compulsions of my charm spell. The magic that urges you to believe that I'm your best friend in the whole wide world. That you'd do absolutely anything for me. Normally, if I wanted to, I could ask you to get on all fours so I could use you as a footrest. And you would crawl down on this filthy floor with a smile on your face. But no, you haven't smiled at me once since I used this magic, have you? Or even muttered a, "Yes, Lady Deltrice." You've just stayed silent. Followed my orders, but without any joy. Or at least the facade of it. You know what that means, right? You're a dangerous one. But I'm not scared of you, little mage. In fact, I'll drop the spell for now, so we can enjoy this little heart-to-heart without all this messy magic clouding your pretty little head. Yes, that headache will be with you for a while, but don't worry, I'll put you back under soon enough. Oh, and don't think about resisting me, because you know what's at stake, don't you, little mage? If you want Glasha to stay alive, then you have to behave for me. Which means no nasty little poisons in my food. Understood? Speaking of which, you haven't started coughing up blood, so I'll take that as a sign that the wine is in the clear. Oh, it may not be poison, but it might as well be. Oh. This vintage is barely 10 years old. Oh, how do these orcs stomach this swell? Oh well, any wine in a desert, I suppose. Take a bite of the fruits next. A nibble from each piece. Oh, thank you for using a fork and not touching my food with those dirty hands of yours. I half expected you to have gone full savage like most druids and tear into this charming feast with those
cracked, dirty fingernails. At least you still remember your manners. You must be really trying to get on my good side. Oh, I saw that roll of your eyes. You may be quiet, but actions speak louder than words, little mage. However, I am curious about one thing. What's it been like, living with Glasha? She was under the ownership of House Deltrice for quite some time, but here she is, was, the leader of this little camp. So tell me, little mage, what do you think of her? Spirited? I suppose. Powerful? Thanks to me, she is. Respected? Oh, not anymore. You really should see her now. It's going to take weeks for those bruises to heal up. You leave this table and I'll make you eat her eyeballs and tongue. Sit down. We're not done here. Good little mage. Now how is that fruit sitting with you? It's amusing, throwing these grapes at your angry little face, but I am starting to get peckish. The fruit is fine? Good. Now sample the meat and cheese next. You remind me of her a bit. You're far less intimidating than her, of course, but that glare in your eyes is just like hers. She would stand in the corner, watching for any threats, being the good bodyguard as always, and listen to me as I rambled off about my studies. It would be like talking to a brick wall, but it was a wonderful way to help untangle my thoughts. Some of my greatest creative revelations came about thanks to her. I miss those days. But then she had to go and fuck it all up. If I'm being honest, I shouldn't have underestimated her. Obviously, I'm not speaking of underestimating her physical prowess. I once watched her literally cleave a Goliath in two like he was made of butter. No. I had forgotten the unspoken truth about those who stay silent and observe. A quiet tongue means loud thoughts, calculating thoughts, dangerous thoughts. Why am I really here? See, there's that observant mind of yours shining through. True, I could have easily taken my revenge and killed Glasha, or used some magic and forced her to torture you for days on end before she eventually went mad and made her own swift exit from this life. But no, there's something else I want. You see, when she ran away from Strelakia, she took something of mine with her. Something precious and irreplaceable. I want it back. But she needs to learn her lesson about what happens to those who steal from me. So tomorrow I'll start looking through this camp properly, while she takes some time to think about all the terrible things I'm capable of. I'll take back what's mine, one way or another. In the meantime, there's no need getting your pretty head in a spin. That food and wine seems to be fine, so I no longer require your services for now.
And I think that's enough of your free will for the moment. Look into my eyes, little mage. There's no use resisting me. Succumb to my charms. There we go. It's getting easier, isn't it? Letting me take control. I wonder if you're starting to enjoy it. You see that pile of rags at the foot of the bed? That's where you'll be sleeping. I don't want you out of my sight, so be a good little mage and go to your bed. Sit. Now, you see that iron collar and chain? Put the collar around your neck and close it. See? You're so good at following orders. That won't unlock unless I will it to. And that chain is attached to the bed, to ensure you don't go wandering around the camp trying to sniff out where your beloved Glasha is. Now sit there quietly, and let me enjoy my food in peace. Tomorrow there is work to be done, and who knows, you might even get to see what's become of your precious orc warrior. Wake up, little mage. Rise and shine. I hope the floor was comfortable to sleep on. Oh, don't pout. Just be grateful that I let you stay in the tent where it's nice and warm, instead of forcing you to patrol in the cold night air like the rest of the camp does. A little gratitude will go a long way while you're in my company. So, say thank you, Lady Deltrice. That's better. Oh, I know you're tired, but we have work to do today. First and foremost, look at me. Right into my eyes. Yes, that glassy look isn't just the last of your dreams slipping away to morning's light, is it? My charm magic still holds you firmly in its grasp. Perfect. Now get up. You're going to help the other orcs look for something for me. They've already started making quite a mess, haven't they? I've had them up since dawn, going through all the chests and barrels in the storage tent, and some have started on this pile of junk. And today, you're going to help me look for what I came for. If you find it, I'll even consider feeding you. What I'm looking for is a book, about the size of a standard leather-bound history tome, but twice as thick. It's carefully bound in black leather with the orange and gold embossing, and sealed with 3 thick clasps made of gold and animal fangs. You'll know it when you see it. It's truly one of a kind. But you, little mage, are special. You should be able to feel it to some degree. Yes, it's a magical tome. I can sense it faintly in this camp, but cannot pin down where it is. But you have been here longer than I have, so hopefully you'll have better luck. The sense, it's almost like a scent, light and distant on the air. A sickly sweet, burnt, rotting sort of smell, like a peach left out to fester in the summer sun. Do you sense anything? No? Oh, or do you recall seeing anything of that description in this camp? still no. Will a kiss on the cheek help boost that memory of yours? A little sprinkling of my magic to help loosen that tongue and mind of yours a little bit more. Perhaps a different question will work better. Now, tell me, little mage, what is Glasha's most valuable possession? Where does she keep it? Her sword sitting beside her bed? Really? That's her most valuable possession? Oh, you're no help. That blade may be powerful, but it's of no use to me. Maybe I can get it melted down into jewelry or something. Oh well, I'll ponder that later. Did you find anything in the storage tent? Going by those empty hands, I assume no. I didn't sleep soundly last night, so my patience is on thin ice this morning. I've wasted too much time. You two, go fetch the prisoner, and be sure she's tightly bound in chains before bringing her here. Speaking of chains, you stay nice and close to me, little mage. I'll keep you safe from the big bad orc warrior.
Snap out of it, you idiots! Where are you taking me?
Welcome back, Glasha. I don't think I'll ever tire of seeing you all black and blue.
My little human, are you all right?
They're perfectly fine, just like I promised. You took your first day of punishment, and I didn't pop your lover's eyes out of their skull and serve them to you on a skewer. See? I can be reasonable, Glasha. Can you say the same?
Oh, do you ever shut up, Aleniy? I wasn't talking to you. Look at me, my little human. Shit. You're still under her magic. Enough of these tricks. You let them go right now.
And why would I do that? They look so pretty with this chain and collar, don't you think? I think I'll keep them just like this for as long as I desire. They make such an adorable pet, following my orders like a well-trained mutt, waiting patiently for scraps from my plate, sleeping at the end of my bed.
Fuck you.
But I had you brought out of that holding cell for a reason. When you fled Strelakia, you took only two things with you. That stupid sword and something of mine. The most valuable treasure in this whole stinking camp. The book you undoubtedly used to gain enough power to become the Warchief of this band of fools. You know how this works. Tell me where it is, and you'll be rewarded.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you lie to me, Glasha. You know what happens when my servants lie to me. All too well. I will ask you one more time. Where is the book that you stole from my study when you fled Strelakia?
You chained up my lover and are treating them like a common dog. They are a person, Aleniy, not an animal you can toy with for fun. You let them go, and I'll tell you what you want to know.
How about I meet you halfway? Little mage, get on your knees and look up at me. See how sweetly they obey, Glasha? I almost wonder if they enjoy it. And I don't even need my magic. You stay still, little mage, while I grip your hair to make sure you don't do anything stupid. There, the collar is off. As for letting them go, I can easily do that.
No!
I'll let them go from the material plane into the furthest reaches of the afterlife. Let me just arch their neck back, and one little slash of this blade will bathe you in their blood, Glasha. Oh, don't look so upset. You'll at least get to feel their warmth one last time.
Stop! Please, Aleniy, don't. Just don't hurt them. I'm begging you.
Oh, you are far too attached to your pets. Is this pathetic excuse for a spellcaster really worth all the fuss?
Yes! They saved my life when everyone else failed. And since then, every single day I am blessed to share this savage life I lead with them near me. I swear to any gods that are listening that if you harm them, not even death will stop me from tearing you apart, body and soul. I promised them that I'd even punch death in the face before I let it separate us. And I always keep my fucking promises. So do whatever you want to me. Torture me as much as you want to soothe that bruised ego of yours. But do not kill them. They are not my pet. They are the love of my life.
While that adorable sentiment may be true, I don't have to kill them to make you both suffer. Our years apart means I've had plenty of time to come up with lots of creative ways to get what I want. You try my patience, Glasha. Now tell me where the tome is before I use the love of your life as a canvas for that creativity.
You know what? Fuck it. You win, Aleniy. Is that what you wanted to hear? I'll give you that stupid book.
Ah, finally. Where is it?
Come closer and I'll tell you.
I think not.
Fine. I burnt it.
What?
I'm a warrior that uses both magic and steel, but I would never use dark magic like what's inside that cursed book. I may not be a mage like the two of you, but it doesn't take a wizard to see that that book is bad news. I became Warchief because I defeated my brother in honorable combat, and we orcs value strength and honor above all, something an arrogant, entitled bitch like you would know nothing about. All I wanted from that stupid book was to make sure it never got into your power-hungry hands. You're lying. It's buried under my bed, under the fur rugs, wrapped in rags, burnt to a crisp. The page is unreadable and the cover scorched to the hells and back. You're welcome to what's left of it. Stay right there, little mage. Don't move, either of you. You, move this bed. Are you alright, my love? I can hear you whispering. Be silent, or I'll cut out your tongues. Still as crispy and crumbling as I remember it? You fool! Do you have any idea how valuable this book is? Its only value to me is that I finally got to see a look of pure horror on your face. Worth every copper.
I can get this fixed somehow. Surely she knows how to repair a magical tome like this. No doubt she'll ask for something in return, but we can discuss that later.
Guards, take Glasha back to her holding cell. I need time to think. I gave you what you wanted, now get the hells out of my camp.
Oh no, I'm not going anywhere. I've become rather fond of this little spot, and the charming company you keep. I think I'll stay just a while longer, since I have this entire camp firmly under my control.
Stay strong, my little human. I'll find a way to get you out of this.
As for you, little mage, go back to your bed of rags. I'll find something for you to do later. I need some fresh air, and to have a chat with a friend of mine.
What do you want, you pathetic worm? Food for the prisoner. On Lady Deltrice's orders. Very well. Who's there? My love. What are you doing here? Oh. You're just here to feed me. Still following her orders, I see. How much longer will she hold your mind in her clutches? Come closer, my little human. I didn't hear that. You're not under her control anymore. How? How did you break her spell? I broke it, but I didn't cast any magic. When I called you the love of my life, that's what broke her hold over you? It snapped you back to your senses, did it? Incredible. Did I mean it? Oh, of course I meant it, my little human. I meant it with every part of my soul and every drop of blood in my veins. I love you so much, and I'm so relieved to see you unharmed. If she so much as laid a finger on you. But if you're back to your adorable self again, please, come here and hold me. I can't embrace you while I'm chained to this wooden post, and I've missed you so much. How long do we have? Why is Aleniy letting you see me? A reward for good behavior. She's such a manipulative monster. This isn't a reward for you. This is a reminder to me of what I could lose. That's why you still have that collar and chain around your neck, so she can give it a hard tug when you need to come back to her side, to remind us both who holds the power in this camp. But I don't regret what I said. Not for a moment. She's unpredictable, and in case she decided to kill you on a whim. I could never forgive myself if you died without me telling you exactly how much you mean to me. I wish I could hold you, but with my arms chained behind me like this, that'll have to wait. Please, I've been dreaming of a moment like this since we were torn apart. Please. Straddle my lap, run your fingers through my hair, and let me kiss you. Thank you, my little human. That was exactly the first thing on my mind I wanted to ask from you if I got to see you again. The second thing I want to ask you is, I don't suppose you can do anything about these chains. Your magic only heals. Shit. Well, would you be able to heal my wrists a bit? They've been chained up for days and feel like they're about to cut through to the bone. Thank you so much. I'd ask if you could heal some of these cuts and bruises, but Aleniy will get suspicious. Maybe you can find a way to slip me out? I just need to get my sword and we can charge in the tent and... What do you mean, not yet? We need to bide our time. Of course we should. If we fuck up, she'll kill us both, using the rest of my warriors under her power to protect herself. And she'll take her time doing it too. I've seen what happens when her pets try to run, and I would never wish that on anyone. Especially not you, my dearest little human. So, how do we not fuck this up? What have you seen? I know she typically has some type of protective magic on her at all times. Have you seen when she casts it? In the morning when she wakes up and throughout the day? Okay. You know what it looks like when it's starting to fade. And when it's dropped, you'll give the word? Oh, I love you, you smart little human. Even though I'd like nothing more than to snap these chains and strangle the life from her myself. I'll be good. I'll be patient. I'll wait for your signal, okay? I trust you, my little human. I trust you'll get us out of this. I know you can't stay long, but could you just wrap your arms around me and let me rest my head to your chest? I want to feel you, your warmth, for as long as possible. And could you please bring that cup to my lips and feed me a bit of that bread? She only feeds me once a day, just enough to keep me alive. Thank you, my little human. Oh, don't apologize. It's as indulgent as wine and grapes, so long as it's fed to me by your perfect hands. Oh, you can ask me anything, my love. what happened in Strelakia. I've kept this story to myself for so many years, but you deserve to know the truth about her. You know she's a truly awful, monstrous person, but back at the Deltrees estate, she was even worse. They had many, many servants, personal maids, a butler, couriers, cooks. Aleniy liked to keep a favourite one by her side at all times. They were her closest companion, a confidant, and perhaps a lover to some degree, I'm not sure. She treated them like a pet, but they seemed to enjoy it. I was Aleny's bodyguard, as you know, and shadowed her at all times, even around the estate, so the servant and I got to know each other well. Not in the way you and I are closely acquainted, but we were friends. We'd make jokes, eat together, and try to enjoy the work we did for the family. They were just a normal high society family, perhaps more arrogant and secretive than others, but that's to be expected from most nobility. And one day, they made a mistake. I can't remember what they did. I think they spilt tea over one of her books or ruined one of her experiments or something like that. What matters is they tried to run, and they made Aleniy very, very angry. She dragged them down to her study and ordered me to restrain them on her table, while she cut and carved and twisted their bones. I had to pin them down. I wasn't allowed to cover their mouth or silence their screams. She liked hearing them. I don't know much about the magic she was studying, but I think she was trying to make them into a golem of some kind, a servant who wouldn't be as clumsy or raise objections. In the end, when she finally said I could leave the room, my arms were covered in blood up to my shoulders, and all that was left of them was clay for Aleniy to shape and form at her leisure. I've never forgotten the sound of their screaming, or her terrifying silence as she carved up the servant she once treasured above all others. That was the day I knew I had to leave, no matter the cost, because I knew one day it'd be me on that table. No, don't apologize. You deserve to know. I just miss my friend. And now she's threatening to take you away from me. I can't help but think, if I'd never run away, if we had never met, then you wouldn't be in danger. Then you'd be happier. Fine, I'll stop talking bullshit. Maybe you can shut me up with some more food, water, and a few kisses. Thank you. Oh, she's calling you back. Okay, play along and keep pretending to be under her influence. I'll wait for your signal. I'll free you one way or another, my little human. Her magic can't hold you forever. I love you. Stay sharp, and we'll get out of this together. Now go. Aleniy, you let them go right now, or I'll tear you limb from limb. Ah, there you are, little mage. With an empty plate, I see. I'll take it she ate every bite. Good. Huh? Oh, what's that furrowed brow for? Oh, you sweet, stupid thing. I wouldn't be foolish enough to put poison in her food and have her lover feed it to her one bite at a time. True, I've done that in the past to other nobles who have crossed my family, but I want to take my time with you two. Besides, what do you care? You are loyal to me, aren't you, little mage? Good. Now take your rightful place at the foot of my bed. I'm finished with you for now. My patience has been exhausted today, and I'm about done with this primitive little camp. I'm going to step out to clear my head. Do not go anywhere. I will be back later. She took all the weapons within your reach, except for one. A shard of glass from a night you spent with your lover. A precious token of a memory, hidden in a little box of treasures you keep tucked away. Go find it. Good pet. Who am I? Oh, I do love that question, but you'll know soon enough. For now, keep that sharp little blade hidden, and be good for her. Lie down, roll over, beg and whimper if need be. But have courage. You'll know what to do when the time is right. Little mage, come here. I have some news to share. I've had time to think about my next step over the past day or so, and I've reached a decision. I need this very important tome fixed, but my ally that I usually turn to has been unresponsive as of late. So, I will be leaving this uncivilized hovel and returning to Strelakia. Oh, what will happen to the others in camp? Why do you care? I'm the only company you need, after all. Besides, you'll be accompanying me back to my ancestral home. I've been looking for a new attendant anyway, and despite our difficult beginning, I've become rather fond of you. I'm curious to see how far you'll go while under my care. In the north, mages like us can experiment with magic most would consider too dangerous, or vulgar, or profane. I see potential in you, little mage, and it would be a shame to waste those talents in these backwater lands. Now collect your things, and pack a trunk of supplies for the journey. Be quick. I want to leave within the hour. Well, what are you standing there for? Get moving.
Just keep backing. Do what she said. Pretend you don't hear me. Oh, Aleniy can't hear me either. I don't feel like talking to her anyway. Do you still have that shard of glass hidden on you? Nice and sharp and ready to slash. Good pet. She's got her back turned to you. Try to slip it into your sleeve if you can. You'll need to strike quickly if you want to save your beloved orc. Stay calm. Keep up the facade. And play along like the good servant Aleniy thinks you are. Well, have you got everything? We'll just need to get to the next town, and then I can hire a carriage to take us north. I'm not walking all the way there like some peasant. How long is it to Strelakia? Ooh, eager, are we? It'll be a few days of travel, but you'll be by my side to keep me amused. I'm certain you're going to love it there, little mage. The music, the food, the culture. Oh, I am looking forward to returning in time for next season's galas. And you're going to look splendid in the Housedale Tree servant uniform. But before I get carried away with all these delightful plans, there's some loose ends I need to tie up. You there, go and fetch Glasha. I want her on her knees in the middle of this tent. Oh, don't you worry, little mage. I'm going to take care of that big bad orc, and she's never going to bother us again. Easy, sweet pet. Wait for my signal, or you'll doom yourself along with your lover. Patience.
Aleniy, what do you want?
Glasha. I have some important news I need to share.
Just spit it out already.
Fine. I'm leaving.
Finally.
And I'm taking the little mage with me.
Say that again, I fucking dare you.
Gladly. I am leaving this camp, and I am taking your lover with me.
Like hells you are. You don't get to just strut into my home, corrupt the minds of my warriors, manipulate and abduct my lover, and slither back into your hole in the north.
Watch me. See, Glasha, while you were a passable bodyguard when you served under Housedale Trees, you never truly accepted your place, which will always be here, on your knees in the dirt, at the mercy of your mistress. And there are consequences for such stubbornness. I'm going to take away that which is most precious to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Glasha the Greenfire, your contract under Housedale Trees is officially terminated. I know it's devastating news, but you're not going to be around much longer to enjoy the freedom. I can't have you coming after us, after all. While it would be very amusing to have your lover kill you, I want to savor this moment. Little mage, come here.
Don't you touch them!
Oh, hush. I'm just standing them here in front of me. They're back to my chest, nice and close. In case you decide to do something stupid. Easy, sweet pet. Soon you will strike. You recognize this spell, don't you, Glasha? It's one of my favorites. It slowly drains your life away, one bit at a time.
My darling human, please, just keep your eyes on me. It's going to be okay.
I think they're going to enjoy coming back to Strelakia with me. She's concentrating on the spell. Her defenses are lowering. Just a little longer. Be ready. They'll make a wonderful assistant, don't you think? And if they misbehave, well, I'm sure they'll learn a thing or two in my study. Aim for the throat. Now! Little mage. How? And let's set your old lover free as well. Just for fun.
My love, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. A little weak, but I'll live. I can't believe you managed to slash her throat. No more incantations for you, Lady Deltrice.
Glasha, wait.
I'd usually reach for my sword to chop your head off, but you don't deserve a quick death, Aleniy. Besides, I don't need my burning blade to be Warchief Glasha fucking Greenfire. Now, will you finally shut up? I've been wanting to burn that smug look off her face for years. Finally, she's gone. Thank you, my little human. That spell sapped my strength, but I should be okay. Are you okay, though? You moved so fast. I can't believe you managed to catch her by surprise like that.
Oh, they had a little help.
Oh, gods, what now? Show yourself.
Easy, Warchief Greenfire. I have no intention of harming you, your lover, or anyone else in this camp.
What in the hells are you?
I'm many things. A guide, a muse, a patron, a lover. But right now, consider me a friend.
Going by the horns on your head, just keep it simple and say you're a demon of some kind. Leave. I have no patience for any more wordy types today.
Yes, I'm an infernal, but I am much more than that. Besides, I'm not here to fight. Far from it. I whispered instructions into your little human's ear and gave them a nudge when the time was right.
Is this true, my little human? Why? Why help us? Normally, things like you are not known for their charity.
Things like me are complicated creatures. Yes, I have my own agenda, but there's something I wanted. And thanks to your combined efforts in killing Lady Deltrice, I can finally have it.
That stupid burnt book?
Indeed. I must thank you for destroying it, Warchief Greenfire. I had every intention of doing the same once Aleniy found it. I'm her, or was, her patron. But if she managed to get her hands on the spells in this tome, she would have been far too powerful for my liking.
Good to hear we're on the same page.
Quite. Oh, what was in the book? A great many things. Powerful spells predominantly focused on necromancy, working with devils, demons, and the like. But there was one ritual in here that I knew I didn't want her to know about. It involved summoning and binding Cambion, incubi, and succubi. You can understand why I wanted her to find it, and luckily for me, it had already been ruined. I'll still take the remains, though, just in case someone else decides to take a chance at restoring it. And now that you've got what you want, leave this place. I've every intention to. But know that I won't be far, should you need a powerful friend. Besides, I'm a witness to you being officially freed from the service of House Deltrice. In case you should run into any problems later on, the legal skills of a devil are second to none. But know this, I don't owe you any favors. You destroyed the book and killed Aleniy for me, and I helped your lover do it and loosened your chains to free you. You're welcome, by the way.
Thanks. Now get out.
Fine, I'll take my leave. Until next time, Warchief Greenfire. Do take care of that sweet little pet of yours. They really are a prize worth fighting for. Ta!
If one more fucking magical bitch comes into my camp uninvited, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay. Now that that's over with, come here, my little human. It feels so good to hold you in my arms again. She can't hurt you anymore, and I won't let anyone ever hurt you again. I swear to you. The rest of the camp should be coming to their senses. I guess I should fill them in on what happened. Could you help me to walk? I'm still a bit unsteady on my feet. Thank you, my little human. Come on, let's go tell those knuckleheads how we killed a fucking necromancer together. Quite the party, isn't it, my little human? You okay? You seemed a bit quiet, so I wanted to check on you. Just taking a break between drinks? No worries. Do you need some water? You've got some? Good. How am I doing? Oh, I'm doing wonderfully. It takes a lot to get orcs drunk, and this is only my 5th pint, so I'm practically still sober. I know a lot of my warriors are planning on getting completely smashed tonight to shake off the last of the magic that controlled them for so long, but I'm leaning towards caution and want to keep a clear head. Tonight is a night I want to remember. I haven't seen my warriors this happy in a long time, and it's all thanks to you. Not everyone would have been able to stay focused while being threatened by a necromancer, and were it not for you, I'd likely be dead, and my soldiers still bewitched by Aleny's magic. And I want to make sure they all know it. Warriors of the Greenfire clan, raise your cups to my beloved human, who not only healed me after combat with my brother, but with strength and cunning, killed the necromancer Aleniy del Trees. From this night on, I decree they will be named the Unbreakable Mage. Cheers, Unbreakable Mage. Oh, don't you hide your face from me. You deserve all this praise and more. Hey, did you want to stay here to enjoy the rest of the party? Or did you want to go somewhere a little quieter? Things are going to get rowdier as the night progresses, and to be honest, I wanted to get you alone tonight. The sooner, the better. I may or may not have put together a little surprise for you. You want to see it? Good. Let me just snatch some bottles of wine for us and we can head off. Here we go. Let's go, my little human. Stay behind me, and no peeking, okay? Yes, this is why I stepped out of camp earlier tonight, but I promise it'll be worth it. Okay, we're here. Close your eyes, little human. And open them. I thought you might want to get away from the chaos in camp, and so I got some smoked meats, cheeses, fruits, honey and bread, and put together our own little private midnight feast. I heard that this is something romantic that humans do, so I wanted to give it a try. Is it too much with the lanterns scattered about the grove? Luckily, none of them blew out while... So, you approve? Good. Now sit down, make yourself comfy, and I'll pour us some wine. There's your goblet, my little human. And here's mine. Cheers. Here, have one of the strawberries. They're perfectly ripe. Say ah. Good little human. I do love seeing that adorable redness spread across your face. Do try some of the cheese too. It's so good. So, how does it feel having a badass title? Pretty cool? Yeah, it does. It takes a little while for it to feel comfortable, like a pair of leather boots you need to wear in, but it'll fit you in no time. Being called Warchief Greenfire took some getting used to, but now nothing can tear that title away from me. Besides, even before Aleniy arrived, you had proven many, many times that you are far from fragile, my little human. The bed was breakable, but you certainly weren't. But don't think I haven't noticed the crease in your brows that's been lingering all day. What's on your mind? Will the Deltrees family come after us? Probably. But Aleniy did free me from her service before she died. And as much as I hate to admit it. Having that act witnessed by a demon makes that declaration ironclad. But I still don't trust the word of that slippery succubus. I don't want to get too comfy. Even with Aleny's head on a spike above the gate, we are still out in the open. Still vulnerable to attack. Once my warriors have sobered up tomorrow, I'll send some scout parties out to look for an abandoned watchtower or some kind of stronghold we can claim. As strong as these wooden walls are, it feels like the right time to move to something more secure. Can I take your hand in mine? I have something important to say. Thank you. I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. I won't drag down the mood, but I just wanted to say that I've lost so many people in my life. Friends, family, former lovers. I didn't finish the story about what happened in Strelakia. After Aleniy finished crafting the flesh golem, she was disappointed with the results and asked me to put it out of its misery. I remember looking into those dead, empty eyes, once so alive with joy. And despite the thing being mostly made of my friend's flesh, there was nothing left of them in the end. When Aleniy used her magic to charm you, I can't describe the horror I felt. Seeing your beautiful eyes cloud over, I was terrified that you'd end up just like them. I was sure that history was going to repeat itself, and you would become just another toy for her to break. But you didn't. You stayed strong, despite the odds, and while my declaration of love helped snap you to your senses, you were the one who stayed focused, who pushed through the pain, and set me free. While I was in chains, I was certain that in any second I was about to die. We orcs lead a dangerous life, and while we hope to go out in glorious combat, we can die for stupid fucking reasons too. But even when facing death, orcs carry few regrets. We take life as it comes, and make the most of it. But when I was chained up, waiting for Aleniy to wave her hand and kill me, all I felt was regret. Regret that I couldn't kiss you one last time, or hear you laugh, or hold you in my arms. And I never want to feel that regret again. I don't want another day to pass without you by my side. My little human, my beloved, my unbreakable mage, will you do me the honor of being mine forever? Will you join our hands and hearts into one, and take me as your guardian, your partner, your wife? You will? Oh, my love. That's the most enthusiastic yes I've ever heard in my life. Oh, there's tears in your eyes. Yeah. Let me brush them away and take your face in my hands. Shh. It's all right, my love. There's nothing like a fight between life and death to make you realize what you cannot bear to lose. And you are more precious to me than anything in this world. Yes, more than ale, more than a dragon's hoard of gold, more than the thrill of a battle fought and won. I would sacrifice everything to make you smile, to feel the warmth of your skin as you blush, to hear the sunshine in your laughter. My little human, you are everything to me. I love you more than I can possibly describe, and I want to spend every single morning waking up beside your perfect, adorable face. Here. Do you feel my heart beating against your palm? It's yours. Completely yours, my little human. Now and until it stops beating, and even after that. Because, as I've said before, I'll punch death in the face before it separates us. Tonight, it's just us two, my love. Here in this secluded little grove, surrounded by starlight, with food and wine to keep our strength up. I don't plan on heading back to camp until dawn, after both of us are thoroughly satisfied. Now lie back, relax, and let your big bad orc warrior show you just how much she loves you. If you enjoyed this ASMR tale and want to become one of the incredibly kind souls featured here, then please consider supporting me on Patreon. To access my Discord server, attend my monthly live narrations, and enjoy other perks, click on the Patreon link below. Don't forget to check out my merch store on Fourth Wall to pick up some stickers or pins featuring your favourite characters, or a stylish shirt to show your support for the Seraph of Stories. You can also catch me live on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening, so be sure to drop by sometime. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, and stay wicked and wonderful.